Since 1999, Stepping Stone has been working to keep you and our community safe. Our mission is to lessen the trauma suffered by individuals who have been abused or assaulted. We provide evaluation in a safe, caring environment to encourage collaboration of services for the benefit of the victim and their non-offending family members. We strive to increase the protections of victims and hold offenders accountable.
Here at Stepping Stone, you are never alone. If you or someone you know has been a victim of child abuse or sexual assault, please know we are here for help and comfort. We offer a variety of resources to help meet your needs and get you out of difficult situations. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911 or call our fully confidential crisis number at 478-595-8339. You can also reach us at our office at 478-275-9010.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Welcome everybody. I'm glad to be here today. I always get excited when I come down here to the Carnegie Library because something's going on with the Main Street Players. So I don't know why I want to say the Main Street Munchies when I think about the Main Street Players, but you've been acting, well, you've been acting all your life, but you've been acting in this for a long time.
Since about 98.
Wow.
Yes, since I graduated high school.
Yeah, and we were talking off camera. I used to love to do it in high school, but I couldn't do it now. I could not memorize the lines. How do you do that part? I read over it every night, just one time, and then of course when we're here at practice, it's repetitive. It's over and over and over, so you eventually learn it. How long do y'all practice?
We started, I say June. So it's been about, we practiced about 3 or 4 months.
Oh, it's drilled in then.
Yes.
It's drilled. So is Lance a help or a hindrance?
He's a hindrance.
Okay.
I was like, please, baby, just go over these lines with me. He looked at me and was like, no.
I'll be in the hot tub.
No.
That's an inside joke. But anyway, but it's so fun, and we want you to come. It's coming up this month, and we're going to tell you the dates in a minute. But tell me about your character.
Okay. I am Randa Covington, and the actual play is actually at my house on the veranda, and I kind of meet some characters along the way. We become friends, but my character, I'm more of a logical person. I have to think and question everything I'm doing. Why am I doing it?
That is acting, huh?
Yes. So I'm the more logical person. You'll get introduced to some of the other characters, and they'll tell you their characters. But so yeah, that's my character.
Well, I wanted to hear the character first because I didn't want to just tell you the name of the play yet. I wanted you to hear a little bit about Nicole's character, but tell us the name of the play.
It's called the Savannah Sipping Society. Yeah, sipping. You're right. We do sit around, talk, make friends, and we do a lot of drinking and a lot of eating.
And y'all have done so many, I mean, we're talking about over 2 decades that, the Main Street Players have, and we really don't know how long, but it's been over 20 years, we do know that. But y'all done from Steel Magnolias and so many, you've done some smaller things, and some longer things, and I know we've done shows over at, over what is now Christ Chapel.
Yes.
We were at Club 604 at the time, or whatever it was.
And that's what a lot of what we're known for these, because we do not have a home. We do not have a place. So our main thing lately has been the murder mysteries, because there's no set really required. You can just act in the middle while you're eating, and that's a lot. When we've done a lot at the country club, they've helped us out a lot.
Yeah, and you have to admit, first of all, we live in a great community.
Yes.
And when you have really neat things like this, you know, people say, well, there's nothing to do in Dublin. Yes, there is.
Yes.
There's all kind of things throughout. It's not just St. Patrick's and things, but throughout the year we have different things going on. But so what made you, did you do this in high school?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. So you've been doing it a long time.
Yes.
And what originally, you heard about it at school and said, hey, that sounds like fun, I want to do it, or did you really like acting?
I just liked acting. The friends I gravitated to in high school were in the drama club. And so I was one of those kids that wanted to be the cheerleader, but got hurt in middle school, blew out my knee, and I guess the Lord put me on a different path. And I've been doing it, and I do it at church, and I get my youth kids up there, and so yeah, I love it.
It's turned out, and we're to use God says He gives us all a talent. Some
That's
people
right.
have multiple talents, but we all got at least one. So
That's
if you're
right.
sitting there at home and say, I don't have one, yes you do, because the Bible's inerrant and God tells us that. So it's just finding that talent you have. So, well, that's pretty cool. You get to share it with the kids at
I
church,
do.
get them involved, and you never know. Like, you've been doing it since 1998.
Yep.
So this since 1998, I guess.
Yep.
So you just never know what you're exposing those children to.
That's right.
What's the most fun about it?
Oh, I can be somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have to be Nicole Paget.
Yeah.
I can just turn this character into something and turn it into life and give enjoyment to people watching. But that's what I love about it. I'm not Nicole. You know,
Yeah.
if you tell me to get up in front of somebody and do a speech by myself, I will be petrified. But I can do this all day long because I'm not myself.
Yeah. You're in character.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you work, it seems like the camaraderie, watching y'all talk. We've been visiting before we actually come on the air, but so I'm sure you've gained some new friends through it, and the fellowship, camaraderie, whatever we want
That's
to
right.
say. That's got to be fun too.
It's what we call our outlet. You know, everybody has stressors in life. Everybody's dealing with hard times. And this is just a break from reality, basically. Just a break. You can just breathe and just have fun and not have to concentrate on all that.
And you've been watching just some of we showed you some B-roll while we've been talking, some of the acting going on, and we're going to show you in a little while just a little teaser. You know, you see trailers on movies come on YouTube or on television or something. So we're going to show you our own trailer here in a little while, but we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to introduce you to a few more of the people that come that we're talking about, this fellowship with Nicole, and I think they all have something in common, but they may do it for other reasons. So y'all stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
My name is Jeremy Blackstock. I'm the head of school at Trinity Christian. We would invite you to come to our campus so we can show you around and discuss ways that we can partner with your family in Christian education. Our goal here is to teach the truth and to have students leave here prepared to serve others and serve God in their communities.
Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op offers a full range of communication products and services to its members in Lawrence County and surrounding areas. We take pride in being your total communications provider, and we work hard to provide quality services at the best prices. In addition to offering phone service, we provide high-speed internet and digital high-def TV. And we always strive to put our members first. Progressive Rural, your total communications company. Small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. ProgressiveTel.com. Call 478-984-4201 or stop by 890 Simpson Avenue in Rents. Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op.
Welcome back, everybody. I have with me now Heather Rogers, and you heard us talking to Nicole about her character. Now, Tell me about your character.
My character is Marla Faye Mosley. She is a transplant from Texas to Savannah, and she has a very interesting job. I don't want to give that away, but she gets the job done. She's a hard-nosed, stubborn Texan, and she digs in, and but she loves well. She loves a lot, and she's very loyal.
And how long have you been a part of the Main Street Players?
20 years now.
Wow. Yeah, I mentioned a minute ago, we were talking off camera a while ago, 3 or 4 of us, 5 of us, about how long the Main Street Players had been in existence, and we all agreed over 20 years. So I don't think we actually could narrow it down, but that's a long time.
Right.
That's a long time. How many plays have you been involved in?
Oh my goodness.
That's a hard question.
That's
I
a
know.
very hard question.
A lot.
A lot, yes. I've done a few murder mysteries. I was a stagehand for Steel Magnolias. That's how I know it was 20 years, because my daughter was in a baby car seat, toting her around when I was doing that. We've done a couple of other stage shows, and I was Truvy in Steel Magnolias a few years ago, and we've done several murder mysteries at the Lodge, at the Country Club, and this is our first here, so we're excited.
So what was your favorite play or / favorite character, whichever way you want to answer that?
Oh goodness.
I know you got a favorite.
I do love Truvy from Steel Magnolias. It was an honor to play that part that was so well loved by Miss Dolly. You know Miss Dolly.
Oh,
She's wonderful and amazing, and I was honored to play that part. But I played Ruby Pinkbottom in a murder mystery called Murder at Rutherford House that we've done. We've actually done it twice, and I was Miss Ruby both times, and she was just so fun, and I had a great time playing her. She was very funny.
Now, the murder mysteries would have to be fun. Let me ask you this. When you're watching TV, when you're watching a movie on television, do you look at it any differently since you do drama? You know, like, I'd like to play that character, or they're not doing that like I would do that, or what? How do you analyze a movie like that?
I do that a lot. I'll look at it and I'll say, I don't know if I would have quite handled that way, or if I'd have played that just like she did, or I really like Sandra Bullock. She's one of my favorites, and I would love to do Trudy that she did in Hope Floats. I would love to play that character. There's just so many that I would love to do. I just, never thought I wanted to do acting when I was younger, but was in theater in high school, and have now found a home here.
Yeah.
So.
And a good home.
Yes.
I mentioned Nicole a little while ago, watching y'all as we visited before we went on the air, but it seems like the fellowship, or I said camaraderie a while ago, but seems like y'all gel really good.
We do. The ones of us who are doing this play, we have done other plays together, but we all get along really well. We have a great relationship, and I don't know if Nicole said this, but for me, this is like therapy. It's even though it's hard work, it is like therapy to me, and I miss it when we're not doing a show, and when I'm stressed out and thinking, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to learn my lines. I don't know if I just don't have enough time for this or whatever. It's always worth it, because at the end of it, there's just such a relief, and there's such a camaraderie, you said, but for this play especially, and when we did Steel Magnolias, sisterhood is and I don't have a lot of family. I have some in-laws down here, but I don't have any family down here other than my daddy and my brother, and so these ladies they're like my sisters, you know. I know if I need something, I can call on any of them, and they'll be right there for me, and that's really what this play is all about.
Yeah. And see, that's wonderful to be able to. It's hard to find really good friends, but the time y'all spend together, first of all, you got to try to get along, and I know you do. I can tell. But so, somebody watching us right now, why do you think they would want to come see this?
If they love theater, if they love to laugh, if they like to cry, like Trivy said in Steel Magnolias, laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. This play will give you that. And if you want a little bit of home, because Savannah's not that far away, but you know, Dublin is a small town. I say that because I come from a very small town, and people call Dublin a small town, and I laugh about it. But Dublin is a small town, and the relationships and all that were formed by these women in this play is the same kind of relationships that we form every day with people in our everyday lives, and things that, especially middle-aged and older, things that you're dealing with in your life, these ladies are dealing with too.
Yeah. How do you get in character?
Well, it just depends on who the character is that I'm playing.
Like the play now.
This one now, Marla Faye's not too much of a stretch for me to get in character, but I have somebody in mind that I think of whenever I'm getting ready to be Marla Faye, and I just kind of put that hat on and I think about that person, and I think, well, how would they do that? Oh, yeah, okay, let me try it this way. And so that's kind of how I do it. I try to find somebody that I think mimics that character, and I try to mimic their characteristics.
And emotions, that's where the real acting, I think, comes out, when you got to show that emotion, maybe laughing, maybe crying. So when you have to cry, how do you slide over and put some Visine?
I do not do that. I'm actually a very sensitive person, so a lot of times it doesn't take much for me to cry. A lot of people that know me can tell you that. I cry very easily.
What's the hardest emotion to act out?
Oh, goodness. Well, I think sometimes the hardest emotion can be to cry, because sometimes it feels like you're having to force it. But, you know, when you're really into it and you're really in character, it just kind of comes naturally. So, you know, I don't really know that there's one emotion for me that's just any harder than another one.
Okay, you mentioned, before I let you go, you started back in high school. What got you started in that? Was it friends? You just saw a poster on the wall, or what really got you to cross over? And was it out of character for you at the time when you was in school? Was you very outgoing? Was it hard to do, or where did all that come from?
It was not hard at all for me to do. My the drama teacher at the time was actually a gentleman that I went to church with, and he knew that I was all about doing anything that we had at church. I was doing it. Yeah. And, you know, so it wasn't hard for me to come over to that part. I've always been very outgoing, I feel like. I'm a people person. I didn't really have, I had friends in school, like really, really good best friends, but I felt like I fit in with a lot of people. Like I fit in with the smart crowd, but I fit in with the jocks, you know. I just felt, and I did come from a small town, and so everybody knew everybody. I had 27, I think, in my graduating class. Wow. So, yeah. So, it just was easy for me to transition right on into trio and one act and, you know, anything that was there for me to do. Yeah. And I always, when I was little, my cousins and I, we used to like play act a lot. We acted like we were singers and, you know, country music stars and all that. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is. And I'm excited about this coming up. Y'all been watching the dates come across the screen while we talked and Nicole talked, but you see the dates there, you see the times, and we want you to be a part of it. They work hard. They work really hard. Nicole mentioned y'all started back in June, I believe. So, and we're talking about a lot of work there. Maybe not every day, but a lot of work, whether you're here or at home practicing.
Right.
Do you ever, last question I want to ask you, and we'll take a break, but so at home, like, I know you do your lines, and trying to get in character, do you, like a lot of people who speak, motivational speakers or whatever, they get in front of the mirror. Is that one of your things?
That's not one of my things. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror, so I'm not a big person. I just try to read my lines, and a lot of times because we're standing up a lot when we're talking, so a lot of times I'll walk around the house. If I'm doing something, I'll try to, like I was at the gym earlier, and I was trying to do my lines while I was walking on the Stairmaster thing. So, I don't do that in front of the mirror.
Tricks of the trade.
Right.
That's right.
You got to learn what works for
Vacuuming,
you.
working out, whatever it is.
Right.
You got to be going over. And I tell you, I got to hand it to you because we had talked. I used to do it in high school, but I don't know how. As you get older, it's harder for me. It's just harder. Do you find it more difficult as you're not as near as old as I am, I'm not saying that, but as you get older, do you find it harder?
I do.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder now than it used to be, and that's in my everyday life too.
Yeah,
that's not just learning my lines.
And that's all of us.
Yeah.
If you're honest with yourself.
Right,
That's
right.
all of us. Well, good. We're excited. We've got some more stuff coming up. We're going to show you a trailer or a tease in a little while. We're going to watch them rehearse some, and y'all stay with us. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Drop by today and see the winning team at Lakes Alignment and Truck Service in East Dublin. We're now offering tires and service for all your agricultural and farm equipment. At Lakes, we've got you covered on the road or in the field. Big truck alignment, industrial tire pressing, and commercial truck service. So join the winning team at Lakes Alignment and Truck Service, and now offering agricultural tire service. No matter where you are, call 272-4230 and our service trucks are rolling to you. Lakes Alignment and Truck Service, serving you at the same location right behind Thomas Auto Supply since 1954. So grab the family and head on out to the field. This football season, you're sure to be on a winning team when you join the team at Lakes Alignment and Truck Service, and now agricultural tires and service. Lakes Alignment, East Dublin.
Good morning, this is Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. I'm standing in a home that we recently renovated for a customer. The kitchen is a very vital part of a home, especially when you get ready to resell or just you like to entertain people. We came in with new granite countertops. We even changed some of the seating areas of it. We refinished all the cabinets, put new doors, new hardware, so we can use your existing cabinets. One of the things that we did that changed the look of this kitchen was the lighting that we did. We added a lot of LED spotlights, went from an old oak, gunstock, hardwood floor to a new hickory, random length floor. We can change it from top to bottom. Lots of many pretty things that we've done. Come by and see us at A+ Flooring and Construction at 1801 Rice Avenue in Dublin, Georgia, or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. I have with me now Elaine Avery, and tell me first of all, y'all have a good time, don't you?
We do. We have a ball. This is just something that we all need. We all work full time, so it's just kind of a way to let off some steam.
Tell me about your character.
I play Jinx Jenkins. I own Beautiquity, which is a beauty store, and I do makeovers. And so, but I've also decided that I want to become a life coach. So in the big scheme of things, I become a life coach for these wonderful ladies.
So is that character a stretch from real life, or how close is it to real life?
No.
Because you look like you could be in the beauty business. So
Oh, you're
you
so
make
sweet.
up everything. I know you come to practice, but how far a stretch is that?
Well, actually, I think there's a little bit of, in each character we have identified in each character. And Jinx, of course, I love makeup. I'm an activities director, so I like to encourage people and things like that. So I do think there's a part of her in me.
How do you, and I always love to hear the answers to this, but how do you get in character? Like, you're around the house vacuuming or cleaning or doing whatever. But how do you get in character?
The jewelry, the makeup, her hair will be a lot bigger than mine, but especially the jewelry and the clothes. Yeah.
Somebody watching us right now, why would you tell them they ought to come and watch this?
It is a fun, just easy to watch, easy to laugh. I think right now we all need a laugh.
Amen.
We've proven laughter is the best medicine. And this is, I promise you, you will find something about one of the characters at least that you love and that you'll be able to laugh about.
Okay, tell us, we talked about the name of the play a while ago. Tell us how all that comes together, the name of the play, and we don't want to give away the whole story, but just a little bit of it.
Well, it's the Savannah Sipping Society, and the four ladies meet in an odd kind of way. And every time we get together, it's kind of like here in the South, it's based in Savannah. So here in the South, if we get together, we're going to eat and we're going to drink something, whether it's sweet tea, hot chocolate, an alcoholic beverage, maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But that's our Southern thing. So when you get together and kind of kick back, that's what happens.
And when we eat together, there's a certain amount of, I don't mean dating or husband and wife, but there's a certain amount of intimacy to it. When you sit down and eat with somebody, or whether it's a fish fry or ice cream or having pie and coffee, whatever, it is intimate. And you're sharing, when you share a meal with somebody, like you said in the South, we love doing that.
We do. It's a part of our Southern hospitality and the Southern charm that we have.
And how long have you been doing this?
This is, let's see, probably about 5 or 6 years. And I think this is my 5th play. And I've been able to be with all of the other ladies and gentlemen that's here. And so we've bonded and we know each other's, kind of how each other works. So that's been really a lot of fun.
So when you said you've done about 5 plays, what was your best play and or favorite character, either way?
Well, the very first one I did was several years ago, the middle of yesterday. We did it at Theater Dublin. It was a character who had Alzheimer's. My mother just recently passed away with Alzheimer's, so it was a healing play for me to do, and it was just so personal. So I think that was the one that meant the most in my heart. Now, we did Class Reunion a couple of years ago, and we were all adults and had a good time, and Class Reunions bring back good memories, so that was probably my most fun.
Right. But talking about your mother and the play, I would think that would be good therapy.
Oh, definitely.
To be able to, because that's a tough disease. I have an aunt right now that's suffering with it. It's not so much on the individual, but it's hard, like you being the daughter or the family. It's just so difficult.
Yeah.
But those raw emotions, they come out in a play like that, don't they?
They do, and actually my character Jinx has a sister who has dementia. So that has been able to tie into my character and show the emotion. And my mother passed away in March, and we started practicing right after that. So it has really been a lifesaver for me to be a part of Dublin Main Street Players.
That is so cool. And last thing, people watching us right now say, I'd like to get involved in that. What would you say to somebody sitting there and they say, I might not can do it, but I'd love to do something like that? How would you encourage them?
Come on. It is the most fun bonding experience I've ever had. There are some we always need, if you don't want to be in front on the stage, we always have behind the scenes. It's just, I would highly encourage, I can't think of anything bad to say. It is just the best thing I ever became a part of.
Yeah, and I can tell, and I've mentioned it with the other 2 ladies, but watching y'all, the fellowship, and you can tell everybody loves each other, and like you said, And it does give you that outlet because, especially these last couple of years with COVID, and we were talking before we went on camera, you were talking about someone, family suffering with COVID, but right now we need a laugh, don't we?
We
need
do.
to, come have fun.
We do. I think we need to remember what it's like to have fun. We have been so, everything is so serious right now. Not that we don't need to be aware of what's
right.
going on, but we also, for our own well-being, we need to just be able to enjoy something,
Yeah.
even if it's just for a couple of hours.
Oh, yeah. And you said it a while ago, or one of y'all said it, laughter being the best medicine. And that's truly biblical. The Bible tells us that, a bad attitude drieth the bones, but we need that laugh. Even doctors will tell you every day, that deep belly laugh. We need to just really laugh. And here's one way to do it.
That's right.
You ain't got to fake it, do you?
I guarantee you will have a good belly laugh somewhere along this play.
Y'all gonna make us laugh, right?
Well, that's right.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank
Y'all
you.
stay with us. We got more to come right after this. The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Welcome back, everybody. I have with me now Christy Blue. And first of all, how long have you been doing this?
Over 20 years.
Woo.
Yes.
20 years.
I'm one of the originals from when it was Dublin Theater years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm one of after that ended, I'm one of the group that started back, and it's been over 20 years.
Does it feel like 20 years?
No.
'Cause
Only
it's
in my
fun.
back.
Yeah, because you stand a lot and move a lot and do all these things that you
I
have to
know,
do.
exactly.
Acting. So, and y'all don't have stunt people, do you?
No, we don't. We do our own stunts. We actually do fall sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure, especially on this floor in here. I've been kind of slipping a little bit, but what is, out of all those years, what is maybe one or two or whatever you want to tell me, but your favorite characters?
Oh
you've
my
done?
goodness, I have been blessed with some of I've never complained about any of my characters. I love every one of them. I do. I couldn't pick out one, although, I might have my favorite, but I can't say, no, that's not it. But I love doing the ex-wife of the hot sauce salesman, the death of a hot sauce salesman. Yes, I like that. I love that. And I have to say, too, that I really enjoyed when we did the spirit walk at the old cemetery behind First United Methodist.
remember that.
Yes. I got to play an actual descendant of the Duncans here in Dublin. And so I love that character. But I've played Malin of Steel Magnolias twice. I think that.
Good play.
I've even played a parrot, if you could, just a parrot in a.
You really have had some characters.
I love them. I love them. I played a parrot in one of the versions of the Christmas Carol, when Tom Rookie and Don Horton were here in Dublin. And so I can't just pick out one.
A parrot?
A parrot.
How did you get in character for that? I got to see you around the house.
It was easy. I did play a Mary Kay sales lady that went and met Mary Kay, and I got all excited about that. So
That would be good.
Yes, I just can't pick out.
Who wouldn't want to meet Mary Kay?
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah.
I mean, somebody that successful and.
I played a rabbit when we did a Night of One Acts.
My goodness.
This Cindy and Julie, they wound up in the psychiatrist office. Juliet and Cinderella, but they were Julie and Cindy, and Macbeth, the Lady Macbeth was in there, and then all of a sudden the Easter Bunny showed up. So I just couldn't.
Parrot, rabbit, Meet Mary Kay. You've been around the world, haven't you?
It's
I mean,
been awesome.
where else can you do that and stay right here in Dublin?
That's exactly what I say.
I mean-
That's what I tell people. You get to be somebody
That's right.
else. You leave you in the car, and you bring your character inside. You leave all that troubles behind. So yeah.
Originally, what made you jump into drama?
Now you're really reaching back.
I'm nitpicking.
No, I tell people the story. You must be reading my mind. I never did it in high school. I thought it was for other people. I was the loud cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a play here called, oh my goodness, I can't even remember. But anyway, I played a police officer. It was the last 5 minutes of a 3-hour play, and I had 2 lines, and I begged for that one because it was supposed to be for a man. And the director, I said, please let me do it, please let me do it. And she did, and I was bit. And the rest is no looking back, no looking back whatsoever. And the rest is history.
Cool.
Yeah.
So those few lines just
That was
got
it.
in your blood, and
That was the actual first play I ever did. I was a police officer Dabney, and I got I had 2 lines,
Hey,
but I loved it.
you got to start somewhere.
They got to start.
Yeah,
somewhere.
you do.
I loved it.
So I asked one of the other ladies this particular question, but people watching us right now that say, she looks like she's having fun doing that, and I need to get out of the house and do something. What would you say to that person right now?
Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I do an after-school program, and that's what I do. And I say, it's something that, kids can do, and middle age. Because look at the commercials. Even a penguin, even an emu can do it. Okay, a gecko can do it.
Ain't that the truth? You got a good point there.
A cat
No
can,
excuses.
that's no excuses. Okay, a dog drives a car. Okay, the dog can do it, and so,
So anybody can do it.
anybody can do
You
it.
set your mind to it.
Yes.
And we can. You
Yeah.
apply yourself.
But I think they think because they have to be in front of the camera. But, I asked my group, okay, who likes to do makeup? I do. Well, I got a makeup department.
Right.
You can do that. Who likes to dress up? Okay, I do. You can be in my my costume
Right.
department. I need props and stuff like that. So it's not just in front.
There's all kind
It's in the back, too.
Yeah.
Actually, we need the back.
And that's just as important. Being in television, I can say this, but the people that behind the camera do the editing, all these jobs, nothing works without everybody.
Yeah, and
it
we
takes
have
teamwork.
our stage manager, Doug. He makes sure that all our props are in order, and
He's been working.
I'm telling you, he makes sure.
He's the only one doing
I
things
was
so
telling
far.
you,
We just run our mouth.
and he's kept up with all that, and it's there's a job for anybody really. You don't necessarily have to be in front.
And to be around like-minded people, you like to have fun. That right there would get you, especially right now, get out of the house, have fun,
That's
and
right.
be around people that love what they're doing.
That's true, but it is some of the hardest work you'll love to do.
Yes.
It is work, memorizing lines. It's just something you say, but I got to do it. And so it's a hard job, but you love doing it.
That's right.
In fact, when we are not doing it, we're like, when's the next one? Or we're always thumbing through the catalogs, and I'm like, I got one. But then, we do have to look to see the number of people.
That's right.
So,
that's right. So that's how, and I'm glad you brought that up. So that's how y'all all probably do that and say, oh, I like this one. This is only 7 characters. This is whatever.
Right.
And y'all kind of just put your minds together
Exactly.
and pick them out.
And men are the hardest to find, but you can do it. I wouldn't dare tell Jackie Chan that he couldn't be an actor. I wouldn't dare tell Kevin Hart that he can't be an actor,
right.
or Dwayne Johnson or John Cena.
That's
People
right.
say, but they do it. Why not?
That's
So
right.
come on, guys.
I know.
Come on.
And have fun.
Have fun.
It is fun.
It is fun.
There's no
Yes,
doubt
it
about
is.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
talking to
you.
me.
Conservative treatment options are typically where we start with both knee and hip arthritis. So if you come in to see us and your hip is beginning to be arthritic or your knee's beginning to be arthritic, there's sort of a stepwise approach that we take. Anti-inflammatories, which are medicines like Motrin, Advil, Aleve, are usually sort of first line. We have prescription forms of those medications that we can use. In our elderly population, that becomes a little more difficult because they have comorbidities, things like diabetes or stomach ulcers or disease, that they can't take those medications, even hypertension. So we'll try to treat them with medications if it's appropriate. When it's not, then we go on to things like injections. So cortisone injections, or there's these things called visco injections or visco supplements, which are lubricating type injections that we can use to treat knee arthritis as well as hip arthritis to try to control people's pain. And a lot of times we do that for years for people before they get to the point where those are no longer working and we're ready to talk about knee or hip replacement.